Hello everyone, Cameron Blewett here, veganpolice.com.au. Now this is one of those videos that I've been thinking about making for the last couple of days. Some days, for the last couple of days there's been, some minutes or some hours or some time where I'll sit down, record a little bit and then think, no, I'll stop it and all that sort of stuff. So today I'm going to say what needs to be said, and I will upload this one, so whether it comes up later today or, well, it'll come up when it comes up. So what am I talking about this one? Now this one is more of a tie-in or a follow-on to the episode I did, or the video I did a couple of days ago about talking about taking veganism back. Now since I've uploaded that one and put that and published that and all that sort of stuff, I've become aware of something that I think is concerning to everyone who's vegan in Queensland. Now that is the promotion of the book How to Create a Vegan World, a Pragmatic Approach by Tobias Leenaert. Now this book was promoted by the current president of the VVSQ, that is Leigh-Chantelle. Now she's saying that it's a book that everyone needs to read, and has made a couple of little comments in the Facebook post that she did on Viva La Vegan, saying that she doesn't understand why there's divisions and all that sort of stuff. Now my concerns with that is that if the president of an organisation that is supposed to be promoting veganism is happy to promote a book where the author's whole premise of it is that they want to change veganism to include everyone, then I think it's time for that president to stand down and, for the good of the organisation and for the good of veganism, that person needs to stand down and hand the reins over to someone else. Now what is also equally concerning for me about this is that Leigh-Chantelle is promoting a book and an author who is potentially not even vegan themselves. They've admitted that they're less, what would you say, less vigilant on items such as wine, bread, and a few other ones that I can't quite remember off the top of my head. So this is the thing, if they're not vigilant about that, then it sets a wrong example for what veganism should be. Now I'm not saying that everyone needs to, as he goes through his little, having a look at, I'll see if I can find that screenshot where he claims that he's looking at ingredients and things like that. Well, this is the thing, we should be looking at ingredients on those products that we do consume. Though that's not the main concern for me about this, is that she's promoting Tobias, and he is of the view that if someone eats fish and eggs occasionally, without even defining what occasionally is, or saying how often occasionally is, that they should be able to call themselves vegan. Well, this is the thing. Now remember, there was a period in time where Leigh-Chantelle was promoting herself as an ethical vegan and an animal rights activist. Now my understanding is that she's taken those things off and off her little of who she is and all that sort of stuff. So it still doesn't change the fact that he's someone who is the leader of an organisation that claims to promote veganism, and by her promoting it, she's encouraging others to read this book, to get the wrong ideas about it. And this is the other thing too, is that she's quoted incorrect figures by Tobias based on a Fauna-lytics study or survey or whatever it was, and talking about recidivism rates on veg people. Now what is veg people? You're either vegetarian, you're vegan, or you're something else. Vegetarian and veganism is not the same thing. Now I have had a rant about that before, so I won't go down that path again. But this is the thing, is that yes, vegetarians may fall off the wagon or jump into doing something else, though is that really a concern of vegans? Well, not really. If vegans are doing it, then yes, it is concerned, because we haven't done enough to keep them here. We haven't done enough to support them, to make them aware of what the impact that their choices have. So this is the thing, is that if you consider it in a another aspect, and I'm not going to use the whole family violence thing and abuse and all that sort of stuff, because that's we all have different views about that. Consider your partner that you're in a relationship with. I mean, would you accept them? Okay, so they've turned around and said, yes, I'm in a committed relationship with you, it'll be exclusive and all that, so it's just you. Would you accept them every once in a while, you know, going out and, you know, going to the pub to pick up or something like that, or going out somewhere and you know, taking someone home and or, you know, getting involved with someone else, or going to a hotel room, or, you know, even the back seat at the parking lot? Would you accept that? And how often would you accept that? Yeah, you may accept that once, though it depends on the type of person that you are. I mean, you accept it once, yeah, you know, sometimes we all do make mistakes. If it becomes a more occasional thing, you know, what's occasional? Is it, you know, once every month? Is it once every quarter? Is it every week? Because it's still occasionally. Even though it's regular, it's still occasionally. Is it once a year that they go and have their, you know, get their little hall pass and go and have a fling and whatever else? So this is the thing. If you wouldn't accept that situation, and here's someone who's made the commitment to you to be in an exclusive relationship with you, why? I mean, and there's the other thing. Would you do it to your partner? And this is the other thing. Why would you, or why are we accepting it that someone has made a commitment to be vegan, and that is, you know, to live a lifestyle that's free of animal products as far as possible and practicable? Now, this goes into, I'm not talking about this definition, I'm just talking about it is. I understand that there's situations where the use of animal-based products may be unavoidable. I'm not talking about that, so you'll have to have a look at one of my other videos where I talk about that one a bit more. So this is the thing, is that why should we accept that? Now, you know, and it just... Anyway, it just really gets me going that, you know, the people who created, you know, who founded veganism and have inspired others to do it, you know, their legacy is being forgotten because people like Tobias and Leigh-Chantelle want to make veganism popular or fashionable. Well, it's not a fashion. You know, this is the thing. We're doing something, so we're removing ourselves from one part of the society. Now, you know, this isn't that we want to reach martyrdom or anything like that, though this is the thing, is that we're making a definite choice. Use another example. Let's say you've got, you know, ethical concerns about products that aren't quote-unquote fair trade. Would you all of a sudden, you know, you do your best, you know, you say, yep, I'm free trade, I'll go and buy free trade chocolate, free trade coffee, this and that and everything else. I mean, you know, that's your thing. Would you think, oh, you know, that coffee's really good, or that coffee's really cheap, or, oh, you know, I've got so-and-so coming over and I want, you know, that they like that coffee. Would you go and buy it? Potentially not. You just say, well, you know, this is what I've got. These are the values I live by. You know, and it's just one of those things that does my head in. You know, it's time. You know, I did say in the last video that I wasn't going to be making too much of a song and dance about, you know, helping people change the VVSQ. I think in light of what has just been discovered, I think it is time. I think Leigh-Chantelle either steps down as president of the VVSQ and hands it over to someone who actually understands what veganism is. And to add the disclaimer, no, I don't want it. I do not want to be part of that association or that society. No. So I want to make that one clear. So this is the thing. Leigh-Chantelle either needs to stand down, hand it over to someone else, or there'll be a groundswell where, you know, if you're as upset, disappointed, and ticked off as what I am, join up. Let me know. I will keep a track of everyone, and then I will tell you, I will show you the process on how to use their rules and everything like that at the AGM to get the motion brought forward that they accept the definition of veganism as whatever it is. And, you know, if you have to, if it comes time where Leigh-Chantelle at the next general election, she should be up for nomination and up for vote and all that sort of stuff, let me know. It's time, you know, it's time to get rid of these people out of these organisations. You know, either Leigh-Chantelle wants to promote veganism or vegetarianism. You can't do both. So that's it. So anyway, that being said, that's about it for this one. I'm not going to have too much of a more rant and rave because I'll probably cop enough heat for this one. But my thoughts are that yes, you know, we need to take veganism back, and it starts with the Vegetarian Vegan Society. We either, you know, potentially start a new one. I don't recommend that. It's too hard to do. But you need to change the president of that organisation to actually promote veganism. So anyway, that's all for this one. Thanks for watching. Thumbs down, thumbs up, comments, and all that sort of stuff. I do hope that the volume is a bit better on this one. Make a note now, if I go inside and record inside, that I will be turning the volume up a little bit further on the microphone. Listening to it on headphones, fell into the trap of just listening to it that way and think it was alright. So anyway, let me know what the volume's like on this one, guys, and look forward to having you watch me on the next one. Thank you for watching, and remember, don't fear the vegan, please. We're here to help.